Hello everyone, hope we're all doing well today. Today I'm going to give you guys another book review in which I will be reviewing Rin Chipiko's The Bone Witch. Now, the plot summary of this book is it is about a bone witch named T who resurrects her brother and brings him to another land to train, basically, how to basically be in this zombie-like state and use his powers. That's pretty much the basis of the story. But then there's a threat that comes along that threatens the whole magic system and all. But yes, without giving away any spoilers, that is the basis plot summary of this story. After reviewing this story, I'm gonna actually award this only 1 out of 5 stars. And let's just get into it. We first have the plot. Okay, as I just stated in the summary, yes, T, who is the bone witch who resurrects her brother, such and such, now they go to this land and train. Okay, that sounds interesting, but when we get into like all the training and stuff, it's really nothing new in all that we learn. I mean, it's pretty much going in loops and loops, like this happened, that happened, this happened, that happens, and it goes nowhere for what I saw when I read this book. It just felt like a complete circle, and it really didn't feel like a story at all. I felt more like it was just being told more like a history book rather than an actual story book. Like, this happened, then this happened, then this happened. Okay, I know like stuff is gonna keep happening, but give it to me in an entertaining way, like a story is supposed to be, not a textbook where you're gonna bore your readers to death, where they're just trying to learn whatever they need to do in order to get the information they need to pass the exam. No, that's not what this story should be about. It should be giving good definitions and keeping the reader entertained. I did not feel that at all, one bit within this story. Then we have the characters, mainly T, who is the main character who resurrects her brother, and then she meets another bone witch who's older, who basically teaches her more how to use her magic and the best ways to do it. Okay, they were interesting at first, but they're not very well crafted characters, and I at times just didn't feel like any connection to them at all. I'm kind of thinking maybe these characters possibly weren't written for like my target audience, which I'm also kind of thinking maybe this book altogether wasn't for someone like me, why I just didn't like it so much. But the characters just were not well crafted in my eyes. They just felt like so bland that they were just slapped in here to give the book the necessary length it would need in order for the publisher to accept it. That's the only reason why I think some of these characters were even put in here in the first place. Just so that way it could have the length it needed to meet the requirements, and then bam, it would be accepted. Okay, if that's what you're basically writing a story for, then you're not going to be made to be a writer at all. You need to think of better ways to express your characters than just trying to make your publisher be happy in so that way they'll accept the story. That's another reason why I just did not feel any connection to the story and why I didn't like it. Then we come to like the action and all. It basically spends 2 years in the training with not a lot of action at all. And it's more about T's life rather than anything else. Nothing else pretty much gets any definition or explanatory at all. It just was not entertaining to me, which I was expecting for like a story that was a young adult fantasy book, because those types of stories I'm into. Like, I love young adult books. This one didn't fit it for me. But like I said before, I'm kind of thinking and believing that this story just might not be for for my audience. Like, it just isn't for someone like me, which hence why I gave it such a negative review. So maybe some of you all who read it might enjoy it, but for me, this wasn't it. I didn't enjoy it. I know that there are others in the series, but I have no plans to read them because I do have other books that I want to review for you guys in the future. So that pretty much, this just is not going to be a book that I ever see myself reading again or continuing the series at all. And that is all I have to say, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Once again, if you like it, hit that like button and be sure to hit the subscribe button. I do post videos every Friday and I try to post an extra one or more throughout the week. Once again, guys, thanks for watching and you all stay safe.